Welcome to India.
Hi, this is Fredrik Haren from professionalspeaking.com. Today coming to you from the north of India, Udaipur, this gorgeous Venice of the East, the city of lakes. And I'm in this amazing hotel, Radisson Blu, and today I want to talk about improvisation. So a couple of days ago I did a keynote academy together with Ron Kaufman, where we spent 2 days dissecting how to create the perfect keynote and how to become a keynote speaker. And one of the things I talked about in one of my sessions was the ability to improvise. Because as speakers, we have to be, it doesn't matter how much we prepare for our speeches, we have to be absolutely convinced that something's going to happen and we need to improvise. So today, earlier before I did my speech, the CEO was speaking before me, and suddenly 3 pigeons flew into the convention hall and started flying over the chandeliers while he was speaking. And of course, a lot of distraction, and he handled it very well. He basically just acknowledged that the doves were there, the pigeons were there, looked out at the audience and said, "Never mind the pigeons, listen to the message." And everyone went, "Boop." And then for the rest of his session, he had total control, and all the attention was on him. Basically, the idea here, when something like this happens to you, he did the perfect thing. Acknowledge that whatever bird or whatever is there, acknowledge that I know it's there, and now let's ignore it and let's go back to the conference. It works very well. In the sessions that I did at Keynote Academy, the session was, imagine you prepared a funny speech, and you're the opening keynote speaker, and then suddenly, just before you go up, the MC tells you, we just found out that a very popular and very famous politician has just been stabbed to death, and we need to tell that to the audience. And they go up, and the MC goes up and tells the audience that this very popular politician has just been stabbed to death. Everyone goes, "Oh no," people start to cry. But then the MC says, "But we have decided in honor of her that she would like life to continue. We can never give in to terrorists, so here's the first speaker," and then he introduced you. And you had prepared a funny speech. Now what do? That was the exercise that we did at the Keynote Academy. And you might say, that's too much, that's not going to happen. Well, it happened to me. Anna Lindh, the very, very, very popular Swedish foreign minister who was set to become prime minister, was stabbed to death just before I went up on stage and speak. So what would you say? You're on the stage now. It took 30 seconds for the MC to introduce you. Now you're on stage. What do you say? I said some comments about how well respected she was and what a wonderful person she was, and that I agree with the MC that we should continue this day in honor of not giving out to terrorists. But then I added at the end, are you okay with that? Basically asking the audience to give me allowance to go in and do the speech that I had prepared, which was an entertaining speech. And of course I toned down the message a little bit, but now the audience has given me permission to make them smile again after this terrible event. That was a small thing that I did in a situation like that. Now, it doesn't matter if a person has been killed just before you go up on stage, or if there are 3 pigeons flying in. The idea is that you need to practice your ability to improvise on the spot when something happens. That is the message today from Fredrik Haren of professionalspeaking.com from this gorgeous, beautiful part of India, the Venice of the East.